Imagine a quiet afternoon in the year 2025, as you walk through the aisles of a modern electronics store. The lights are bright, the floors are polished, and the shelves are stocked, yet something feels fundamentally different about the atmosphere. You notice the latest laptops carry price tags that seem to defy logic, while the hype for next-generation gaming consoles has been replaced by hushed delays. Your favorite smartphone brand has stopped talking about annual upgrades, choosing instead to focus on software features that feel like a distraction from the hardware stagnation. There is no breaking news banner, no sudden declaration of a global emergency, just a creeping, silent realization that the era of cheap, abundant technology is slipping through our fingers. This subtle shift is not a distant prophecy or a work of science fiction, but a reality that is already unfolding in the boardrooms of Seoul, San Jose, and Tokyo. The pressure point behind this global transformation is something most consumers rarely consider, yet it is the lifeblood of every digital interaction we have. It is the hidden bottleneck of the modern age, the resource known as random access memory, or RAM. While we have spent years marveling at the speed of processors and the clarity of screens, the world has quietly run into a wall built of silicon and scarcity. We are entering a new epoch where your ability to buy a computer is being weighed against the demands of a digital god. Before we dive into the mechanics of this crisis, I invite you to join our community of observers by subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. By staying informed, you gain the perspective needed to navigate a world where technology is no longer a given, but a hard-won luxury. Your support allows us to continue peeling back the layers of these complex global shifts, ensuring you are never left in the dark. Let us explore the shadows of the silicon market together, and understand why the memory in your pocket is suddenly worth its weight in gold. At the heart of this storm lies the meteoric rise of artificial intelligence, a gold rush that has seen trillions of dollars pour into data centers across the planet. In this race for digital supremacy, memory is not just a component. It is the shovel that every prospector needs to dig for the treasures of machine learning. High-bandwidth memory, often referred to as HBM, is the specialized fuel required for the massive AI training hardware that powers everything from large language models to predictive analytics. While HBM is technically different from the memory found in a standard consumer laptop, they are both birthed from the same source, the wafer fabrication pipeline. This shared origin has turned the world of silicon into a zero-sum game where there are no winners without losers. Every single wafer of silicon that is dedicated to building high-end AI accelerators is a wafer that will never find its way into a consumer device. The manufacturing plants, known as fabs, are the most complex structures ever built by human hands, and their capacity is finite and strictly guarded. Industry power players are currently engaged in a desperate race to lock in supply through long-term contracts that span years into the future. These massive agreements are effectively swallowing the global production capacity whole, leaving the consumer market to fight over the scraps that remain. What was once a balanced ecosystem has become a lopsided battleground where the highest bidder dictates who gets to exist in the digital space. To understand the fragility of this system, one must look at the names behind the curtain, where roughly 93% of the world's memory chips come from just three giants. Samsung Electronics, SK Hynix, and Micron Technology form an oligopoly that holds the keys to the modern world in their hands. When the entire global tech ecosystem depends on the output of just three suppliers, the system becomes incredibly sensitive to even the slightest tremor. We have reached a point where a single operational shift at one of these companies can send shockwaves through every retail store on the planet. The illusion of abundance, created by dozens of different brand names on store shelves, masks the reality that the source is a very narrow and crowded pipe. The shift is no longer a theoretical concern discussed in academic journals. It is an operational reality that is changing how companies function. One of these three giants has already begun pivoting its focus away from consumer-grade products to prioritize the high-margin demands of the data center. Why would a manufacturer spend resources building affordable sticks of RAM for a teenager's gaming PC when they can sell the same silicon at a massive premium to a cloud provider? The financial logic is cold, calculated, and undeniable, as data centers offer margins that the consumer market simply cannot match. This prioritization is creating a vacuum in the world of personal computing that is only just beginning to be felt. Recent reports have sent ripples of panic through the industry, suggesting that OpenAI has secured a massive portion of global DRAM production for its long-term infrastructure. This move was the equivalent of a lightning strike in a dry forest, triggering a frantic scramble among other big tech firms to negotiate their own allocations. Some companies reportedly failed to secure the memory they need, leading to collapsed meetings and high-level executives being shown the door. The message is clear: memory is no longer just expensive. It is becoming fundamentally unavailable to those who did not have the foresight to buy it years in advance. This supply squeeze is the primary engine behind the sharp upward spike in DDR5 prices, making PC building a painful and costly endeavor. Many people ask a simple question: if the demand for memory is exploding, why do these manufacturers not simply build more factories to meet the need? The answer lies in the staggering complexity and risk associated with semiconductor fabrication, a process that does not work like flipping a light switch. Building a cutting-edge fab requires an investment of tens of billions of dollars and a timeline of at least 2 to 3 years, assuming every environmental and political factor goes perfectly. These facilities are the pinnacle of human engineering, operating with a level of precision that makes a Swiss watch look like a child's toy. Manufacturers cannot simply expand on a whim, especially when the ghost of past failures haunts their boardrooms. The leaders of Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron are incredibly cautious because they have lived through the boom and bust cycles of the past. During the smartphone explosion of the mid-2010s, overextension led to a massive oversupply of memory, causing prices to collapse and wiping out billions in profits. No corporate board wants to repeat that mistake, especially when the current AI boom is viewed by some as a potential bubble that could burst at any moment. This hesitation to build new capacity means that the current shortage is baked into the system for the foreseeable future. We are trapped in a period of high demand and stagnant supply where the only variable left to move is the price. The fallout of this crisis is no longer confined to industry whispers and leaked memos. It is manifesting in the real world in ways that are hard to ignore. In Japan, some electronics retailers have already begun limiting the number of memory products a single customer can purchase to prevent hoarding. Smartphone makers are issuing stern warnings that the next generation of mobile devices will see significant price increases to offset the cost of internal components. Even a titan like Apple Incorporated is reportedly paying massive premiums to secure LPDDR5X memory for its upcoming devices, a cost that will inevitably be passed down to the consumer. The era of the $500 flagship phone is a memory, replaced by a reality where luxury pricing is the new baseline. Major hardware manufacturers like Dell Technologies, Lenovo, and the modular laptop maker Framework have all announced price hikes across their product lines. Market analysts are now predicting a steady decline in PC and smartphone shipments through the year 2026, as consumers are priced out of the market. Even the world of gaming consoles, usually a bastion of stable pricing, is under immense strain as memory costs threaten the viability of upcoming hardware releases. Nintendo has already seen its market value fluctuate as investors worry that the successor to their hit console will be too expensive to manufacture profitably. The squeeze is everywhere, tightening its grip on the tools we use for work, play, and communication. At the epicenter of this AI-driven transformation sits Nvidia, a company that has undergone a radical metamorphosis in just a few short years. The company that built its empire on the backs of passionate gamers and their demand for high-performance GPUs has now shifted its gaze entirely toward the heavens of the data center. Their latest Blackwell systems are not designed for the average consumer. They are memory-heavy AI racks meant for hyperscale deployment by governments and trillion-dollar corporations. Rumors are circulating that consumer GPU launches may slow down or even pause as Nvidia focuses its production lines on these high-value targets. For the gaming community, it feels like a cold abandonment, but for Nvidia, it is the only logical business reality in a world of limited resources. The math behind this pivot is as simple as it is devastating for the average person. A single AI rack in a modern data center can consume as much memory as hundreds, if not thousands, of high-end gaming computers. When faced with the choice of selling to 1,000 individual gamers or a single corporate client with an infinite budget, the data center wins every single time. This is the reality of the silicon hierarchy, where the needs of the many are being sacrificed for the processing power of the few. The hardware that once sat under your desk is now being repurposed to train the algorithms that will define the next century. However, beneath the surface of this data center frenzy, a new and dangerous issue is beginning to brew: the specter of pure speculation. Many investors are currently treating data centers like real estate plays, throwing money at projects without understanding the operational complexities involved. They often overlook the massive lead times for industrial generators and the staggering water supply requirements needed to cool these digital monoliths. There is a growing concern in the financial world that not all of the announced capacity will ever actually materialize, leading to a ghost demand that further distorts the market. If the AI boom cools off, we could find ourselves surrounded by half-finished, concrete shells and obsolete hardware that was bought at the peak of the madness. In the midst of this global uncertainty, a dark horse is emerging from the east. China's memory challenger, CXMT. As Western and South Korean firms focus on the high-end AI market, China is aggressively pushing into the Jitter 5 production space to ensure its own technological sovereignty. However, the road to becoming a world leader in silicon is long and paved with technical hurdles that cannot be cleared overnight. Their current scale and production yields remain years behind the industry leaders, and by the time they can meaningfully contribute to the global supply, the most lucrative contracts will already be signed. Relief, if it comes from this direction, will be a slow and uneven process that may not benefit the global consumer for a long time. Beyond the cold economics and the industrial maneuvering, there lies a deeper, more philosophical tension that we must all confront. Artificial intelligence promises to bring about enormous progress in medicine, science, and human productivity, but we must ask ourselves, at what cost? We are currently witnessing a massive consumption of electricity, a heavy strain on our water resources, and a social landscape flooded with low-effort synthetic content. We are trading the accessibility of personal technology for the centralized power of a few massive algorithms. Is this memory crisis a necessary growing pain on the road to a glorious technological transformation, or is it the result of unchecked overconfidence in a boom that has no solid foundation? The answer to that question will likely shape the next decade of our lives and determine the kind of relationship we have with our tools. As we navigate this era of scarcity, the most important thing you can do is to become a conscious consumer of both hardware and information. Do not chase the latest upgrade simply because it is new, but learn to value and maintain the technology you already possess. Understand that the digital world is not an infinite resource, but a complex system that requires care, foresight, and a critical eye. By understanding the forces that drive the market, you can make better decisions for your budget, your career, and your future. In your own life, take this story as a lesson in the importance of understanding the foundations of the things you rely on. Just as a computer cannot function without its memory, a person cannot thrive without a solid understanding of the systems that govern their world. Take the time to look behind the curtain, to question the narrative of constant growth, and to prepare for a future where resources may be tighter than they are today. Knowledge is the one resource that does not require a silicon wafer to produce, and it is the only thing that can truly protect you from the volatility of a shifting world. As we conclude this exploration, I want to leave you with a question to ponder. If you had to choose between a world of unlimited AI progress and a world where technology remained affordable and accessible for everyone, which would you pick? Does the promise of a digital mind outweigh the practical needs of the human community? I look forward to reading your thoughts and engaging in a meaningful discussion in the comments section below. Your insights help us all see the bigger picture and foster a community of thinkers who are unafraid to look at the hard truths. Thank you for spending your time with us today and for being a part of this journey into the heart of the tech industry. If you found value in this story, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who needs to hear it.